You get that? Greetings and welcome, Public Works Committee. It is a beautiful winter day, December 12th, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I want to welcome Jim Remitz from the wastewater treatment plant, and I think you must be asking for something.
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact. What we have before you is a sole source procurement for some project equipment that will go into our upcoming Phase 2 project, or our Tertiary Treatment Phase 2. What these are is 4 different pumps for different process areas that are compatible with the existing pumps that we currently have. So we're going to use under the Idaho statute, or the code 672808, the sole source procurement process, where we will put an advertisement in the paper. We are actually not going to purchase these pumps. We're going to specify them as a sole source pump in our bid documents. So we won't be purchasing them ourselves. The contractor will purchase them, but they will be sole sourced. In other words, they can't put in any other type of pump. It'll be these specific pumps that I've outlined in this staff report. And I've attached a letter from our consultant describing why we need to have these particular pumps for compatibility. Questions, Dan?
No, I think just for the benefit of anybody watching, that the sole source isn't something we do every day, but there's legitimate reasons where sometimes it comes down to where it fits. And so maybe just say a word about why it fits in this case.
Well, part of it has to do with how we have phased our projects to reach our ultimate goal for this treatment, tertiary treatment. Phase 1, we installed pumps and equipment to treat a portion of our flow that goes through the plant. So it was basically a full-scale pilot. And now this Phase 2 on the tertiary treatment is to complete that and treat all of the flow through the plant.
And use the same type of equipment.
The compatibility of the equipment is of paramount importance to us, and we would like to use the sole source procurement.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Okay. Well, I guess just as preface for my motion, I would say at my church, sometimes I'm a reader, and I always kind of hope you don't get one of these Old Testament whatever, so-and-so begat so-and-so, but I have to tell you, this, when I read this motion, it kind of fits right in there. Challenge, okay, so enough of that. So I will make a motion that the City Council declare the following equipment manufacturers and models to be sole source for the use in the AWTF Tertiary Treatment Phase 2 project. The primary sludge pump for Wemco Model C, the return tertiary sludge pumps 3 and 4, ABS Model RCP 500, the waste secondary sludge pump 3, Vogelsang Model VX 100-128Q, and then the alternate coagulant pumps, Watson Marlowe Model 620 DUN. And secondly, to authorize the publication of notice of intent to sole source procure this pumping equipment.
Way to go, Dan. With that, I'm going to second that.
Oh, good.
That was a mouthful. That was very well done. All right, all those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
We'll put that on consent so you don't have to read it again. Very well. All right, item 2 from the street engineering. Tim, welcome. This is a declaration of, hey, there's that word again, sole source procurement of video camera, AV system from Western Systems of Spokane. And Kim's here to support you if you need it.
Thank you. Today we are looking to sole source, like you said, a new video AV system from Western States in Spokane. The street maintenance department currently videos up to over 77 miles of pipe. We're responsible, the drainage utility in town. And the system that we have, we purchased this vehicle from our wastewater plant, the drainage utility did back in 2004. And with it is what we're looking for. With it would come with the camera system and the new system to make this run. As you can see, with it, you put the camera down in the pipe and it runs it out, and we're looking for illicit discharges into the pipe. We're looking for roots, and we're looking for gas lines and things before we go through the line with our jet truck and clean them out. And you can see some of that stuff in these. There's an example of a gas line that was punched through the storm line, and if you're going through there to clean that up, it can be quite a problem. The reason we're asking for a sole source here today is we're looking to currently update our system with the same system that wastewater uses. It's called an RST system. That way we can trade back and forth cameras and video equipment that would benefit our utility in ways that we wouldn't use it enough because our pipe sizes aren't the same. And you wouldn't want to purchase if you're only using it 2-3 times a year. So we could bum from our buddies over at the wastewater plant to help us out and use that equipment at that time. We feel that this is a reasonable request, that it fits the sole source, and that's what we're asking for.
Well, I just noticed in the background that then it's not the picture that it talks about illicit connections to. Mm-hmm. So like how and why would that kind of thing happen?
How and why?
Yeah.
Because our permitting says that we need to take those off our system where we can. So we
so it's
run
an existing.
Correct.
Okay, I was thinking somebody snuck in, but okay, so that makes sense. But okay.
So you want to talk about the sole procurement a little, about how this is lining up so that why we're going
if
this
I
path?
could, I'd like to have Randy speak to that a little bit, that that we feel it's a necessary item, and we can show that by needing to be compatible with wastewater.
Good afternoon.
Good day. Wondered why you were here, but we're glad to have you.
As Mr. Remitz suggested, the sole source procurement is found in Idaho Code 672808, and there's a list of reasons where sole source procurement would be available. That's a non-exclusive list. One of those suggests that sole source is available when the compatibility of equipment, components, accessories, computer software, replacement parts, or service is the paramount consideration. As I understand Mr. Martin's request, the compatibility with existing systems that exist in wastewater is the paramount consideration here for choosing the RST system, so that if a camera breaks down in the stormwater area, they can borrow wastewater's equipment, or if there are certain components that cease to function, equipment can be shared back and forth. So it does seem to fit within 672808, as compatibility being a paramount consideration.
Makes sense, huh?
Yep, yep.
How about the budget? It's not in the budget. How are we dealing with that?
We feel that we're gonna have a very good savings in one line item, that we were gonna do some upgrades in the Davis Park addition. We got an engineer's estimate put in our budget of about $200,000, and we're gonna do that project in-house. And we feel we'll save better than 50% doing it in-house. We've shown that. That's what the history of projects that we've done in-house for the utilities been able to save.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. We'll see how the full council thinks, but are you good?
You want to bring it to council?
Yeah?
I think it'd be good. We can, we have to.
Oh, you mean to
Yeah, to see this.
separate it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when it's a non-budgetary over,
You don't mind coming to council and get to show these cool pictures of all this craziness? That's wild that pipes have things through them. You gotta be kidding me. I know they don't build them that way, so somebody had to sneak in there at night and drill holes, right?
No,
so if you're ready, I would,
Go ahead.
for a motion, I would move that the council be requested to authorize staff to publish a declaration for the sole source procurement of a new video camera AV system from Western Systems in the amount of $56,180.
Second. Obviously, we're in favor.
Aye.
Aye. We're gonna bring that to council, if you guys wouldn't mind, bring this story. It'll be good for people to kind of know what's going on under the ground. And with that,
Motion to adjourn?
second. We thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Happy holidays.